What's up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you guys are having a very good day today. And today we are talking about, of course, the Dragon Ball Hero celebration, which should be a joint celebration both on Global and on JP. But it's not yet confirmed. But I feel like, you know, the way that they're pushing the Hero celebration, I definitely feel like Global is definitely getting a part of it. But today, as the title says, we are looking here at the potential of the awakenings we can see here for the celebration, because these characters are definitely due for an awakening, and they can definitely change, you know, I wouldn't say the game of Dokkan, but can definitely help out the crossover category. And the reason why is because the crossover category, if you guys know, is a very solid category, but it is starting to age out with the more difficult content that's actually coming out. I actually had a lot of trouble doing the Gods of Destruction event with a full category team of crossover, and also the legendary GT Goku event was also a little bit challenging. Not too much of a challenge, but you know, still was a challenge here to actually get it done with a full crossover category. So I would say that, you know, the crossover category definitely needs, you know, every awakening that I can actually get, and some EZs as well, which I probably will like talk about in another video here. But today we're just gonna focus on the awakenings here, right? So first things first, we're gonna go on here to the SSR versions here, and we'll start off from there. Now, first things first, actually, I'm going to start off here with Bartok, because he's actually a sub-lead for the category crossover. Now, Bartok, I definitely suspect that he is going to get an awakening. And actually, for an SSR, Bartok is actually very disgusting, because his leader skill is actually 120 across the board for HP, attack, and defense. And Key +3, which is, you know, normally what you would find on an unawakened version of a card here. But this is an unawakened version, so maybe there is a good chance that if this character gets actually an awakening, he can actually get here 130 across the board. For his super attack, I think it might be the same. Maybe they might add defense, because I think defense is very important now. And also his passive, his ridiculous passive, is actually really insane here. So in his unawakened version, Bartok does get attack and defense 140, plus additional attack and defense 40% when there are 4 or more crossover category eyes on the team. Now, if he actually doesn't get an awakening, I think we can maybe see this decrease to probably 3 or 2. Just because having 4 units that are part of the crossover category is kind of limiting this character, where, you know, all on these categories like Giant 8 Power, Pure Saiyans, Goku's family, you know, storage figures. I feel like, you know, if this is actually limited to 3 or 2, this would make this Bartok much more versatile, much more useful, right? Because he does get that extra attack and defense plus 40%, which is already insane since he's getting 140. I mean, if this character awakens, we could probably see like just have this jump to 150, maybe keep this to 40%, but then I would like to have this, you know, of course, down to 3 or 2 characters, right? Now, it's actually pretty insane about this Bartok is that if your HP is 80% or more, he isn't be effective against all types, and if your HP is above 90%, he's doing guaranteed crits. Now, the reason why this is actually really broken is that because if you actually put this character with Super Vegeta, which is only available on the JP side, they'll be doing both guaranteed crits, and one's gonna seal and one's gonna stun here. So that's a very deadly combo for, of course, Extreme Super Battle Road. This Bartok I'm a huge fan of. He has a very good link skill here as well. The only thing that kind of sucks is the first awaken. I think that's the only one that's it's a very good link skill, but it's very hard to activate, because at level 10 links, you can see it provides you attack plus 25% and defense plus 10%. But I mean, overall, Bartok, you know, doing these guaranteed crits and sealing the opponent is actually really good. So again, I'm definitely feeling like this character will definitely get an awakening. Who really knows? But I know there's a good chance that this character will get an awakening, because to me, it doesn't make sense to wait 2 years to have this character, you know, that's only coming once a year to actually awaken, because I don't think you never know when you're gonna quit Dokkan, right? So again, I definitely suspect that this character isn't gonna get an awakening for the next celebration, and it will be a huge upgrade, of course, to the crossover category, right? So now we'll move on to the next character that we could potentially see here, and of course, it is going to be a fusion character, which is the Xenogo Tanks. Now, this character, I would say, only has a place in Super Battle Road. Along events, he's not really the greatest, just because, again, he does a stack attack and defense up to 80%, but I mean, it's not like, we look at the categories on here. He's on Fusions, Hybrid Saiyans, Kamehameha, Time Travelers, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Defender of Justice, and Time Limit. Like, in these categories, you're not going to put this character in it, right? Like Fusions, for example, you're not, I mean, you could put him in the Fusion category, but there's just so many better characters. There's, for example, the AGL Gotenks, which we're probably going to get next celebration. No, there's so many Gotenks cards that could definitely replace this character right here. Hybrid Saiyans, like, listen, there's just so many good cards in Hybrid Saiyans. Like, I don't see the point of you running this character. But he's actually very good for Super Battle Road. If you see it from his super attack, he does lower attack and defense. Of course, from his passive, he does also build up attack and defense. I think with his awakening, we probably might get here immense damage. Keep the lower attack and defense. His skill might be jumped to 100% for the AGL types. Keep plus 3 HP attack and defense 100%. And then maybe this might be jumped to 140. I think I like to have this jump to 140 just because, again, defensively, they're not really the greatest. And again, this additional attack and defense plus 20%, it's only based on super attacks. So maybe have this drop down to maybe, or maybe increase this to maybe 30%, and maybe, you know, have this increase to, I don't know, 90%. I think that'll be much more better, because then you only need your 3 attacks to have him fully built up. But he's a very good combo with other characters as well, because again, the crossover category actually works very well in Super Battle because of their gimmick here, right? All requires the opponent be either sealed, stun, attack lower, attack or defense lowered. So again, most of these effects you're only going to see here in Super Battle Road. But you know, it all depends how you want to play the game here. So of course, he also does a lot to show super attack when the target enemy is attack is sealed as well. So again, Go Tanks, you know, is relying on the opponent to be sealed here to do multiple attacks. So again, you know, this Go Tanks is very good. Definitely a huge boost to the fusion category, because if we actually take a look at the fusion category, it is kind of, you know, lacking, I would say, right? Like, we have some very good cards, but the only issue with the fusion category on global so far, right, because we don't have here the Tech Gogeta yet, is that they're not very good defensively. They are good defensively after they super attack, but before they super attack, they're not really the greatest. So you know, the fusion category still has a long way to go, but still very powerful, I would say. So that's one unit we're for sure maybe gonna get here in terms of awakening, because what's actually pretty shocking is that this character came out in 2020. I was so sure that this character came out back in 2018 on the global side, but it actually came out in 2020 of January, which was just basically last year. So there's a good chance we're going to see him get an awakening as well for the celebration for the heroes here. Now, I think that's it for the AGLs here, right? Yeah, we have here the Xenogo Tanks here. As far as the tech, this is a crime, my boys. This Super Saiyan 3 was a global first, by the way. Now, I don't think he's going to get an awakening, but I think it's long overdue that we get his awakening, because he's a global first since June 2018. This card is actually running almost 4 years old once it becomes June 2022. This is just, you know, the Super Saiyan 3 category definitely needs a lot of help, especially for Extreme Super Battle. And this Super Saiyan 3, you know, Vegeta is just kind of fodder. Like, he's okay, but he's just not very runnable in today's, you know, content. Like, I would never run this character against the Gods of Destruction event. You can maybe do, of course, the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, which is not that difficult as a term of content, but, like, you know, this Vegeta definitely deserves, like, an awakening. It's almost a crime to actually pull this character, because they had their own banners back in the day here, and, you know, to not get their awakenings yet is just very, like, why would you guys release this card and not give him awakening? It's just one of these forgotten units in Dokkan, which is really a shame here, because, again, Super Saiyan 3 definitely needs the help here for sure. So I don't think we're going to see his awakening. I highly doubt that. But, I mean, this is a card I would definitely like to have him get his awakening, because right now these Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas are just kind of foddered here. Alright, so that'll be it for Super Saiyan 3 here. Anyone else we actually get an awakening? You guys have all your awakenings, which is fine. You have all your awakenings as well. Oh, actually, we have here the Dragon Ball Hero units. Now, I don't know if these characters will get their awakening as well. I don't think the Dragon Ball Fusions would get it. It's just, you know, they're not really... not very hype characters, but I mean, this character as well, you could actually put him as a non-featured. I feel like these characters definitely deserve to be awakened, because these cards are very old. They came out in 2016 on the JP side, and on the global side, they came out in 2017. So these cards are super mega old, and they're just not runnable. It's just, you know, it's just, why would you let players pull this card and make him not runnable? His super attack causes supreme damage to the enemy and lower defense, and attack enemy attack minus 30%. You know, it's really nothing that great. Like, even his leader skill is be what, tech type, HP and defense plus 60%. Like, where in the Dokkan universe are you actually running this character? Like, there's just nowhere. He's on fusions, transformation boost, margin power, and crossover. He has very good categories, I would definitely say that, but I mean, overall, it's just not. This card is just not runnable. So I'd like to see this character get an awakening. We actually might get an awakening, because they are kind of pushing fusions for the Dragon Ball Heroes, because as you guys know, the Gogeta Blue is a fusion. So maybe because of him, if we actually do get him, we might get the awakenings for the fusion categories. Who really knows? But I mean, like, listen, like, these characters definitely deserve an awakening here. For the Intai, we actually have a lot of characters, but the one that really piques my interest is actually going to be this Vegeta. This Vegeta as well is kind of old. He's came out here in 2019. He's actually going to be a support type unit for the Vegeta's family. Now, this is actually very good for the Vegeta's family because the Vegeta's family actually had some buffs here, but they still need a lot of help compared to Goku's family. And I feel like if this Vegeta actually gets his awakening, he'll be really top tier for the Vegeta's family, right? Because he is a stacker for defense, so it's very good for long events. For his leader skill is actually pretty shocking here. It's Vegeta's family category, key +3, HP attack and defense plus 90%. With his awakening, we probably might get 100%, or maybe if Dokkan's really naughty, we might get here 120%, which I highly doubt here, but that would be pretty good for 120. And for his passive here, his attack and defense plus 77%, and then Vegeta's family category allies key +2, attack and defense plus 30%. So if we do get an awakening for this character, definitely I'd probably see her probably 40% and key +3 as well, just like, you know, to kind of keep up with the new metas as well on the non-Dokkan Fest units on the banners here. So again, I would definitely like this character to have an awakening because he's long overdue. And again, the Vegeta's family definitely needs the support, all the support it can get here, because right now Goku's family with Tech Ultimate Gohan, the LRs, you name it, you know, like right now Goku's family is just crushing Vegeta's family, like without a doubt here. So definitely looking forward to this Vegeta here, because again, he's also very good for long events because he could also raise defense. These on Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, Vegeta's family, World 3 Rivals, Dragon Ball Heroes, Crossover, Gifted Warriors, and Defender of Justice. So again, all good categories. Very good link skill, except for maybe Patrol. Patrol is kind of, you know, a Xeno exclusive link, I would say here, right? But I mean, link is still very, very good. I wonder if they would give him probably Shining Limit or maybe Fierce Battle. I feel like they might give him Shining Limit with his awakening, which I'm not going to be a big fan of, but you know, I will take it because again, what I really want is the support here for Vegeta's family. So definitely look out for this Vegeta card here for his awakening. Now another character here we can actually look at is going to be here, of course, the is this Gotenks as well? No, it's Gohanks. Never mind, my bad. So this is a fusion between Gohan and of course Trunks here. This character is good as well, but not really the craziest. Of course, he's supposed to be run here with the Gotenks because he does seal the enemy's super attack, which will allow the Gotenks to actually do additional super attacks. He does raise attack and defense plus 70% on his passive, plus additional attack and defense plus 20% with each super attack performed up to 80%. Launch additional super attack when the target enemy attack is down status. So again, definitely meant here for events that actually allow you to actually have the attack down, which aka super battled or certain stages of the Infinite Dragon Ball History event. This Gohanks here, sorry, is actually decent. He's okay. But he has some pretty good links here, like Cold Judgment, one of my favorite links here because it's a very good defensive support link here. Yeah, I feel like just the same thing as the Xenogo Tanks, just, you know, probably bump this up to immense damage to the enemy, maybe attack and defense 140%, and then, you know, that's pretty much what this Gotenks needs here, right? In my opinion, or this Gohanks here. Sorry, I'm getting the names mixed up here, but he's okay. Definitely a help to the mono int types for sure because they haven't gotten that many buffs here. So I think, you know, this character definitely was gonna get an easy A. Again, he came out last year in 2020, which I find very weird because I feel like I had these characters since 2018, but maybe I'm just going crazy here. But yeah, this Gohanks, you know, can definitely also help out, of course, the fusion category because they also definitely need all the help they can get here as well. So also would actually be pretty good here for the Defender of Justice category actually, because the Defender of Justice category is kind of, you know, not a very top tier category. He has some good cards here, but these awakenings for these characters can definitely actually help out this category because we do have like Tech Ultimate Gohan that has Cold Judgment. And we have some other hybrid Saiyans as well here. So, yeah, these characters can definitely help out the Defender of Justice category for sure. So, definitely looking for the awakening for these characters right here. Now, another character we can probably see here, I would say get an awakening, of course, is going to be here of the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Now, this Super Saiyan 4 Gohan is crazy. And the reason why is because he's a defensive juggernaut, right? So, just the same thing as the Bartok, his sub-leader is going to be here for the Giant 8 Power. Category Ki +3, HP attack and defense 120, right? So again, this is Gohan unawakened. He's already providing 120 across the board, so probably with his awakening we get here 130. He already causes immense damage to the enemy and lowers the defense as well. This really isn't like a huge factor, so I'm not like the biggest fan of it. But his passive again, he gets attack and defense 140, reduced damage received by 40% when there are 4 more giant 8 power category allies on the team. Again, I would probably like to see this have this reduced here for sure to probably 3 or 2. But this is not a huge issue for Gohan because the giant ape category is actually a very versatile category, even though it's a very small one. This Gohan is really ridiculous. So, I mean, even with his awakening, this like you can leave Gohan the way he is and he's still gonna be really, really good. But again, I probably would like to see this reduced because it's kind of restrictive, right? He also has a high chance of sending the enemy for 1 turn only when you are providing when he actually does a super attack. So really, I don't know what else he can really add to this Gohan. Maybe fierce battles in terms of links, but already Gohan is actually really good, believe it or not. You can definitely actually use this character for the legendary GT Goku event mission. He will tank absolutely very well in the last stage because again, he's also type advantage and he has a 40% damage reduction. So again, these characters right here, their awakening is definitely going to be very impactful on the crossover category. So definitely look out for this Gohan because he's going to be a mean machine wall because like he's already good for Extreme Super Battle, right? It's just the only problem again is that you do need to include here characters who are part of the giant 8 power category. So again, if you can only have your like 2 or 3, then you know you can definitely bring this character for Extreme Super Battle Road. So Gohan's definitely, I would say, without a shadow of doubt, definitely gonna get an awakening as well. Is there anything else we're missing here? No, you have your awakening. We do have here this Selza. I mean, again, these characters are very fodder. They're just not very runnable. This is your link skill here. You have Big Bad Boss. Okay, that's pretty good here. So basically, this is the fusion between Cell and Frieza. So there's super that cause supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lower defense. Very, very, very foddered. Passive attacking defense plus 70% with a high chance attack plus 30%. In addition, high chance of recovering 10% of HP at the start of turn. So this is actually pretty interesting, I would say. But again, this character is just not runnable. He's on fusion, transformation boost, crossover. So again, you know, I feel like they should make these characters, you know, if we're going to pull these characters, we should definitely get their awakenings at least because, you know, we are using Dragon Stones to actually pull these characters. So it's only justice that we actually get their awakenings. Again, I don't think we're going to get their awakenings, but, you know, it would be a very good surprise to actually get their awakenings. Just because, again, these characters are just not runnable, especially in today's meta. Is there anyone else that we're missing here? Oh, we also have here the fusion between Vegeta and Trunks here, Vegex here. He's actually really good here. So he actually raised defense on his super attack, so he's actually good for long events. Attacking defense plus 70% when performing a super attack. Chance of becoming a critical hit plus 7% with each super attack performed up to 35%. Launches additional super attack when the target enemy is attacked down or defense down status. So again, another buff here to, of course, the the fusion category, or actually the Potara here, sorry. And let's see here. He's not on Vegeta's family. That's unfortunate. I think this character would be really good for Vegeta's family because they're both, you know, both characters are part of Vegeta's family anyway. So it would be nice here. But this character is actually really good here as well, Vegex. I actually kind of slept on as well here. I haven't actually really used them, but you know, with his awakening, I think here would be causing immense damage to the enemy. Maybe greatly raised defense. That'd be really cool here. And then maybe also probably give him like, you know, maybe. See, the problem with the Vegeta's family is that they always get their additional defense after these super attacks. So I probably would prefer him to get attack and defense plus 70% at the start of turn and then get an additional 70% after they super attack. I think that'd be really good once we actually get their awakening. So definitely feel like this character is for sure going to get his awakening as well. But we just have to wait and see here. But a good buff here to the Potara category as well. So definitely look out here for Vegex here. You're okay, you have your awakening. Selza, or no, this is Kuiza, right? This character, oh my god, this character would be really good for the Wicked Bloodline category. You can see they're actually part of the Wicked Bloodline here, and they're both a fusion category units. So again, some inconsistency in the game of Dokkan, but it is what it is. But yeah, this character would be really good for the Wicked Bloodline. He's very, very fodder, cost supreme damage to the enemy, attack plus 70% when performing a super attack. Again, not the craziest stats here, I mean, or super attack effect. Not the greatest here as well, but I mean, again, this would be a very good buff to the Wicked Bloodline. Not that they need it, but you know, again, this character definitely deserves at least an awakening in my opinion here, right? And is there anyone else here that I'm missing here? Oh, we have 2 more characters here. So we actually have here the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta here, which again also is a crime that we did not get his awakening, but it is what it is. But this one right here, of course, is the same thing as the Vegeta here, where we have here the physical Goku. I feel like Goku, it's not, I mean, these characters right here, the Xenogo, I think it's finally their time to actually get their awakening. They came out in 2019 as well, so they're basically 2 years old. And he's basically the opposite for Vegeta, where he actually raised attack on his super attack, and he's also a support type unit for Goku's family. Again, I probably would like to see here, you know, 40% attack and defense and Ki +3 for the Goku's family, and then maybe attack and defense plus 140%, you know, at the start of turn. That'd be pretty good here. But yeah, you know, this Goku is also very good for Goku's family. Has very good link skill. He has Saiyan warrior race, the Saiyan lineage, Kamehameha, experience fighters, prepare for battle, and most likely you're gonna get here Shine the Limit as well here. So again, this character very good. I probably would like to see a raise attack and defense because again, you know, defense is very important. But yeah, this should be the last character I should get over with. But you know, these are the characters I definitely see get an awakening, just because it's long overdue. And again, the heroes is only once a year, so that's gonna be a video, my boys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are most hyped about for the awakenings for the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. Honestly, my top 4, if I had to really choose 4 characters, I really want them to awakening, is actually gonna be here the Bartok, the Gohan, the Goku, and the Vegeta. I think these 4 characters have to get awakened because they're very impactful. So definitely looking forward to their awakening, and I probably would also throw in the fusions here. So the Gohanks, the Go Tanks, and also the Vegeks here. Those 7 characters, I believe, I would definitely have them awaken ASAP because they're really good here, right? So that's gonna be a video, my boys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos coming down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.